So, as part of your self growth journey, do you feel you actually have to kill yourself, your authentic self, in order to grow? I've had friends that tell me, as an introvert, that they want to be an extrovert. And they're studying on how to work a room, how to network for their careers, how to work a trade show, and they're doing it through the lens of an extrovert. And I'm saying, okay, you're going to exhaust yourself, and certainly they do, right? So the thing is as an introvert myself, and I give this example, this is a very common thing that I keep running into with people who want to basically bury who they are. How is that growth? When you want to change who you are to the point of you're not actually your authentic self anymore. It's, if anything, that's like reinventing yourself. And now I'm an extrovert. Have you talked to extroverted people? They love to talk, of course. It's natural for them. But a lot of people will tell you, like extroverts, that sometimes they feel alone, and sometimes they feel like they have to always be on for people to like them, that they can feel they have a hard time connecting with people. So you're looking up to someone, well, I should be more like that because they seem happy. Have you talked to them? Right? I think it's better to be your authentic self and then look at ways to, okay, well, how do I get more friends? I got to be the extrovert. Who said that? You might have to be more uncomfortable getting in more social situations, but you can be a little bit clever in trying to still be your authentic self. And I say that because when you look at these extroverted strategies, I would say, of how to go out and make friends, but remember who you are. So, for example, I'm an introvert, so I'm not going to sit there and enjoy getting into a large crowd of people to make friends. Instead, let me find a smaller group and a smaller meetup. I love to mountain bike. So, guess what I did? I met people online. Let me tell you, this is a new affiliate program. No. But I met people online that like to mountain bike. I like to mountain bike. So we are already starting off with an easy icebreaker, and we're already going to be doing something. So I'm not going to be nervous. I'm going to be focused on not falling off my bike. But it's a great way to break the ice, right? It's an easier way to do it. And I'm doing it as someone knowing that I'm an introvert. How can I be more of a, if anything, a tactician, knowing who I am? Not to exhaust myself, not to have this attitude of fake it till you make it, or having to change myself completely to where, why would someone want to really connect with me? So if I do try to go through this journey of self growth to where I'm not really being who I am, how am I going to make real friends? So I get around people that are going to be a bunch of extroverts who, I'm not saying you can't be friends with extroverts or introverts, but the point is I'm not being authentic, and I'm trying to make authentic connections with people who I am trying so hard to impress or might impress, and I'm not being myself. So what does that lead to? Not real friendships, I'll tell you that much. So I'm just concerned when I have people tell me that they're just trying to really reinvent themselves as part of self-growth, and they're just leaving their authentic self behind. Now, I know the arguments will come, well, what if I have something that is damaging to who I am, right? Okay. And drop a comment and let me know. Like, people can say, well, I don't like the fact that, I have bad habits that I think are unhealthy. Okay. That's different than what I'm saying. But I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. So please drop a comment below. Have a good one.